you must test the prospective man or woman, groom or bride, before marriage. And it's important to, don't you think it's important to know how that brother that you're considering for marriage is going to react when angry before you get married? Don't you think it's important to know how they're going to react when they're disappointed before they get married? It's important. So I'll share with you a funny story. There was someone in my extended family who I love playing this role, by the way. Allah has made it something I love to do, to be the investigator. You know, the guy that just tears the brother's life apart. No, not that bad. So there was a person who's interested in someone, and I was, given the duty, the honor of looking into the matter. Now, this particular brother would come from a great distance to visit the family home. And I was there for, one of the visits. And we wanted to test the brother. How's this brother going to react when disappointed? And when dealt with unjustly? So this brother's been traveling for like 4 hours. He's coming from like up north somewhere. And he's coming to visit the home, have a little bit of time. And he's visited 2 times before. He's coming on his own, not with his family. And about 15 minutes before he's anticipated to arrive, they say, okay, Sheikh, you can give him a ring. Pick up the phone. Assalamu alaikum. Salam. Who is that? I'm, one of the family. I'm sorry, Akhi, there's been some changes. We're not able to receive you today. Huh? Now the brother just goes quiet. Nothing. Other people, they might say, why didn't you call earlier? Other people might put in their mind, how disrespectful. Who are these people to do that? Don't they know who I am? The brother says, Khair inshallah. Look, I'm already almost there. I'll stick around for a few hours in case you free up. They free up. If they do, please call me. I would love to come visit. I said, MashaAllah. That's good akhlaq. That's a wonderful brother there, man. I was like, MashaAllah. Hang up on the brother. I say, this is what this guy said. They're like, oh, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I said, okay, let me call him back. About 10 minutes later, I call the brother back. Akhi, we've changed our whole schedule just for you. He was like, really? It was like you were giving, a little dog, a puppy, cookies. Good boy. He was like, really? Brother, really? MashaAllah. I can come? Yes. Ta'ala. He comes. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. When he comes, I meet him at the door. He knocks on the door. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam. Akhi, just hold on. We're just going to go out for a little bit. He's looking inside. What happened? He goes, where are we going? I said, just drive. So he gets in, starts driving. He goes, so which way? I say, right. Turns right. Let's keep going down. Okay, left. He doesn't know where we're going. We get to an empty parking spot, empty parking lot. It was a Sunday. He's looking around like nervous, like it's a mafia hit gonna happen. The sheikhs in what's happening? Allahu Akbar, what's going on? I say, Akhi, it's important, we're people of Islam. It's important for me to let you know that there's a family who we've known for a very long time. They've shown interest in the sister that, and he just put his head down. You could tell, it was like upsetting news. Now, of course, there was no family or anything, but you gotta mess around with the brother, right? You gotta investigate the brother. What's his khuluq? Brother puts his head down. He's like, Khair inshallah. Shaykh, it's all nasib. If Allah means for it to be, it will happen. And if it's not, then alhamdulillah. I said, MashaAllah. Well done. I said, hold on, ya akhi, you didn't let me finish. You interrupted. He goes, oh. I said, I was going to tell you that because we have full trust in you, we rejected them. He said, really, brother? I was like, there you go. Atta boy. Well done. Little putty in your hand now. Right? How a person reacts to stress, to disappointment. Can they control their anger?